Any time to talk about anything, but we're going live, guys.
I just walked in the door, man. My chick, are we live? Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
I get my kids tonight, like last minute. So cool. What's up, man? How you been?
Going on. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat already. Who's all been in here? Brian, what's up? Kev, Terry, Joe, Jonathan, Terry again. Kev, Jonathan, and Ultima, Death Rock, Joe again, Malikon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode, 8 of Wicked Wednesday.
Damn. Big 8 ball. I feel like I could use one of those, man. Not that I advocate shit like that.
What's going on, Ron, over there at the Wicked Thumb?
I'm home, man. Just walked in.
Oh, okay.
I
was hoping I could see some stuff going on there at the shop.
No, I had to come home and get my kids, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but we finally got shit in, and just, man, it's hard to of course, like, we put stuff out like, please do not be calling asking where your bike is, and dude, everybody's calling and everybody's emailing, and so I'm probably losing like 4 hours a day that I could be working on, helping out in the shop, working on stuff, just answering people with the same questions. Because when I started this, I was like basically the face of everything. So
yeah,
I answer people, myself, and now we've got somebody else doing that, but it's so many people have my direct email and my direct phone number and stuff, and they're calling me directly and stuff like that. Yeah, so like I might not even get the message for a couple of days on somebody. Feel bad. So
how many bikes do you get in?
Nobody else has access to my email address, so if they email me directly and not like the info or something like that. So if you got questions, send it to info@Wicked Electric Bikes, not to me personally.
There you go.
But we're making good progress. We got about maybe 20% of the orders are shipped so far, 25% in a week. And we figured it's going to take us about 4 or 5 weeks to get everything out. So not too bad.
Cam said he got the bike in a few hours ago, but the headlight bracket don't work. Are there different ones?
So the headlight brackets are pain in the butt. I mean, like, we used to put them on, and then what was happening is we'd have a lot of boxes, because there's the way our bikes are packed, or everything is jam packed in there, but there's a bunch of open space up where those headlight brackets are. So there's nothing. What was happening is a lot of cartons would crush in that spot because there was no weight, and it would crush or puncture, and it would destroy those headlight brackets.
Oh.
So we stopped putting them on there. But they're a pain in the butt to get them on. What you got to do is you got to use a long screw, because the bracket itself, when you try to put it around it, it's not. If it fit all the way around it, you wouldn't get any type of compression for it to hold. If the thing just fit all the way around it, what happens is it uses compression and tightening it down, and then eventually it forms around the thing. So what you need to do is you need to just get a long screw and a bolt, something maybe an inch longer than the one we provided, and then put that through there, and then tighten it down to pull it together, and then you go ahead and put the regular screw in. So we're starting to put them back on now, because we've had 3 or 4 people that have complained that it doesn't fit, and same thing. And it's like, I don't have time to call them back and try to explain it to them. So yeah, it's one of those situations. You're going to either be sending out when we send a replacement out, guess what you got to do? You got to put it on. And we've had to replace probably 10 that were damaged in shipping. So that's why we kind of figured we'd just change it. But
I'm not doing OnlyFans. I'm sorry, guys. No fans for Shreddie.
Yeah, I don't get any of these. There's the comments. Never mind.
Yeah, so feel free to any of those comments there.
So anyway, those brackets are all the same. If you look at the manual, there's a picture of the headlight. You'll see the bracket that the long part of the bracket needs to point upwards, and it's on the inside of the fork. And then the small clamp piece goes into the outer slot, and then pull it around. And then if you use a longer screw and put it through and get a nut on and then just tighten it down, it will close it. And once you get down to about a half an inch apart or something like that, quarter of an inch apart, then you can release that screw and then put the regular screw in there. Today we talked about it a little bit, and we talked about maybe shipping a longer screw in each box. I mean, most people have a garage and junk drawers and stuff like that, but there inevitably will be some people who don't. So we've talked about doing that, throwing a longer screw to, we use a tool, but that's all it is. It's basically a long threaded tool we twist like that on both sides to tighten it down, and then we put the screw in. So, but we have a special tool for it.
Here's two different areas. Same question. Do you send your bikes to Canada or Australia?
Nothing to Australia. We can ship to Canada, but we can only ship 500 watt bikes to Canada. That's the legal limit in Canada, and we don't want to do anything over 500. Has to be like the equivalent of DOT approved. So it's got to have like a license plate, VIN, stuff like that. We can risk trying to get it through, but why the hell would we do that to send one bike? Some people have them shipped to Montana or Washington, and they come get them and then take them over the border. So if you want to arrange your own freight forwarder to do that, but I won't ship anything over the border over 500 watts. We do have a call next week with somebody interested in distributing in Canada. So,
can you get in trouble if you send something over 500 watts to Canada?
I won't get in trouble. They just might seize it.
Oh, okay.
Take it. And because, if I send it FedEx or, FedEx, I'd have to lie to them because now FedEx used to carry them, but now FedEx says they won't take anything over 500 watts. So we could say it's 500 watts, but I mean, why do I want to do that to sell a bike? I mean, it's not worth it. So you could buy them for off-road use, but bottom line is shipping it over the border. Yeah, they don't want, whatever. They don't want it over 500 watts. I don't want to deal with the customs hassle of that.
Right.
So.
Any new colors? Or what color bikes did you get in? Do you want to know? We got the one new one, the matte desert tan. I think we got one of those left right now. We got white, and we got light gray coming in the end of July, beginning of August. So we'll have two new colors then. White and all black, and then it's the same thing. It's like a lighter gray. It's really pretty cool. So. Question from Malika. The latest shipment only the bikes ordered last year, or does it have stock for people that ordered a few weeks ago as well? I mean, anything ordered in the last few weeks will be the next shipment. This shipment goes back to early in the year. I mean, there were some orders like around Christmas time for special colors, but it's mostly March, April, early May. I can't. I'm working right now.
Hi, London.
So, babe, I can't. I'm on work right now.
And told me to get a neon pink wicked thumb at that. If I got one of those, I'd have to give that to D, and probably put like 20-inch tires on her to fit her little biscuits. He said she loves your new fresh cut.
Oh yeah, look at that, man. Woo. It's all gone, man. I'm like a normal human being again.
You can do like the greaser slick back. I love it.
Oh, I do. Like I can play with it again now, man. It was kind of, when you got long hair, you can't do too much with it.
That's true.
Especially when it's at 100 degrees in Texas in the summer. Like a ponytail's not even fun at that point. It's just hot. I got a lot of hair, so.
D likes it. Max and Bella, that's my homie from Population One. He said, "What's the watts here in the U.S.? Your highest wattage bike you guys have right now is the 750 watt. So that's can you put the battery across a Canadian border on the bike?"
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Body on here. With the Ron has to take off to do some petty right. So I'm just gonna read some comments. If you guys have any questions, great. That juice for spring, not my bike. That's not my bike. I wish.
You want to say hi? I got a tired baby. Can you stop crying, please?
Hi.
So 750 is all we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some test motors we're supposed to get, but I don't know what the timing's gonna be on that.
Yeah.
And they'll be 1,000 watt or maybe 1,500. So, but we're not going to do anything bigger with this bike. Okay. If we do anything bigger, it'll be with our own, home built bike. US built.
What's the current lead time on orders? Brian has had 2 people already asking him where and when they can get them.
I mean, 2 months. I mean, it depends. If you're doing apes right now, 10 to 12 weeks, we're out to. It was 8 to 10, and now we're out to 10 to 12. 500 watt bikes. We've got them in stock. We took one out yesterday. We got a shop bike, and it was they do 25.5 miles an hour, man. They're awesome. Pretty sick.
Yeah. He said, "Did you say white destroy?"
500 watt destroyer. So it's got mechanical brakes instead of hydraulic. It's got just an LED, a real basic information screen rather than the full color one. It's got a 13 amp hour battery. It's got 500 watt motor, top speed 25.5. It's awesome, man. It's awesome, and it's like $24.99. It's $400 or $500, $25.99, something like that.
Are you gonna have those in white too?
No, they'll only be in black.
Only in black.
The whites will be 750s, and they'll be $32.99.
Okay, awesome.
And the gray will be $32.99. They come with fenders. We'll have red in stock again. Everything left on the 13th. Hopefully it goes a lot quicker. I'm hoping 45 days. So by the end of July. If you ordered in May, your bike is in that shipment. I mean, there will be some bikes, probably some black bikes that May orders will go out in the beginning of July.
Right.
It's hard for me to tell right now exactly what's going to come out of what shipment, unless you were really early. If you're right on that fringe line, you might luck out and get it earlier in July. And
get on the stream. Get on the stream.
Shoot.
Hi.
Say hi. Go wee. That's Gwendolyn.
Little shred head.
In the center console. So yeah, I mean things are going great right now. We did a couple of things different to try to catch up, like especially on custom bikes.
Yeah.
I've got a good friend who he builds wiring harnesses for all kinds of different stuff, and we pulled off a bunch of displays and took them over to him yesterday to have his guys splice and solder all the wiring for the bikes.
Awesome.
And I mean, we got them back within 24 hours. So, I mean, that saves us a lot of time to have somebody have to sit there and solder all that stuff. I mean, that's days. So expedites the process to have it all kind of assembly line style done. So yeah, we shipped 1.8 bike out. I actually came in Saturday to do one for somebody. But we'll be shipping a bunch starting Friday. 8 hanger bikes will start shipping out.
Nice, dude.
I'm packing some up today.
I forgot to tell the guys, Lewes Cycle Sports here in Lewes, Delaware is going to be having a Wicked Thumb. So if you guys are close and you do want Wicked Thumb, you can always drive here, pick one up. No Shreddie sent you, or let me know you're going in there and I'll meet you there. And we can hang out and I could do a little, walk through on the bike with you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell, I'm going to hit Brian up and I want to get some of these 500 watt bikes out to these dealers because I think they're going to be huge.
Yeah, totally.
Just because the price points of bikes have gone up so much this year, pretty much $500 anywhere. E-bikes have gone up. Oh man, that was a nice toot.
Oh, nice.
So now this is a $24.99, $25.99 price point bike. Whereas everything's $3,000 now. I mean, our Destroyer 750s are $29.99 now, as of yesterday.
Okay.
So, yep. Supply wise, we're good. I mean, after whatever comes end of July, beginning of August, after that, I mean, we're not going to have any bikes for a while because there was a real long lead time, 6 months or something like that. So it'll be like October, November before we have any more bikes after that. Oh, I see it.
I'm having a group ride this Saturday. All PEVs are welcome. Just so Wicked Thumb in Lewes Sports. So if you guys want to check that out, Park Team's going to be this weekend. If you guys want to the Bandit's going to be there also. So feel free to test ride any of the bikes that are going to be at Lewes Cycle Sports. 11 a.m. or Lewes. Who's on?
Yes, our last container to ship that went out this week was 16,800.
Oh wow!
And that's just the base. Then we still have to pay other fees when it gets here.
When are your rear racks coming in for the bike?
We got a bunch in this last week.
Okay.
We shipped some of them out. And then we've got, we got a bunch more on the next shipment. So same thing, like anything that people are ordering in the last month on racks won't come till August. We were sold out of this shipment 2 months ago or whatever.
Wow, 58-ish.
Yeah, everything's nuts right now. It was crazy. So I had our last one, Customs, yeah, they emptied that container, man. They emptied the entire thing. They only opened one bike, or they opened our tires and they opened one bike.
Really?
Yeah. But they pulled everything out and then put it back in. And like some bikes were upside down in the container when they put them back in.
God.
But the way we put stuff in there, it's so tightly. Anybody who's bought one, when you open it, you see how tightly packed everything is.
Yeah.
That it can't really move around. But yeah, we haven't found anything damaged yet. We've found there were a couple that were upside down that might have some little scratches on the top of them or something like that. If everything's matte black, so it's a really easy touch up with just you can use just a paint pen.
Oh, okay.
Matte black paint pen if you
rub
your finger over it or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Also put me down.
Yeah, I will.
Mr. Dog's dog's name Rainbow.
It is. His dog's name Rainbow. Trying to think of anything else we got going on. We got just new colors.
Sidecar coming soon. I thought I saw something like that on your.
Yeah, we've got one or just one coming in, just because we're gonna have to make our own bracket for it to fit our bike, so we don't want to order a bunch and not be able to do anything with it. So we just got one. It'll be next year before we have sidecars. So
that taking the 750 Destroyer next year to the GoPro Awards in Vail. Was missing it last weekend. If you come, hit me up. That sounds awesome. I've never even heard of the GoPro Awards. I'll have to check that out. That sounds cool. Oh, Ron, did I tell you that I'm getting a scooter that goes 40 miles an hour? I'm scared shitless, dude. I got to show these guys for scooter science now that it goes 50 or 40 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to nerd out and like wear like full gear, like elbows and knees and all.
Dude, I'd be scared. Yeah. We got
Try it.
A 40-mile-an-hour scooter. Somebody sent me a video today. They were driving, and they're up in Breckenridge, Colorado, and they were driving down. Like they were on a motorcycle, but they were coming down one of the pass roads. You remember that stuff? Yeah, I'll take one. Thank you. I haven't really been drinking any beer for the last couple of months, but here we go. Here's the beer of the night.
Oh, hold on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Narragansett Lager.
Yep.
It's the official beer of Quinn from Jaws, right?
That's awesome.
10,000 get you the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
D's gonna ride in the sidecar when you get one. That'll be fun.
Somebody here just, man, we got a red Destroyer on the lift today that's getting ape hangers, man. Like this new red. We changed the red up a little bit, and it's beautiful, man. It pops so much. And then it's got we did a new logo on the front, and just the way the logo looks with the red, it's just beautiful, man. How it pops. So, but they undershipped us red bikes. We had ordered more than they shipped us, so we kind of have a crunch there now. We're gonna have to push some people off till July. So,
yeah, they're digging the red. It seems like.
Yeah, we got a lot of red coming in July because it was really popular this spring. So, but some more colors we'll be playing around with. We're working on the taillight, just some more accessories. We really want to get the accessory line, blown up for not just Wicked Thumb, but for the other bikes. So we need human resources.
Yeah,
it's so hard to find people right now. I don't know why. Like nobody wants to work or what. But
yeah, right. Everywhere's like that.
We're interviewing a kid tomorrow for a tech job. So
nice.
Yeah, he's recommended, so we'll see. And then there's another e-bike company in Denton that they do like they're called Bunch Bikes, and they do like those Euro style like cargo kind of bikes, reverse, where basket up front with like your kids in it, or laundry, or two wheels up front with that. Yeah. And they just got picked up on Shark Tank. They got investment from Shark Tank, so as part of it, they basically came in and fired everybody except for the owner, and they're putting in all their people, right? I mean, they kept like worker level guys, but all the management, sales, operations, they fired everyone and replaced it with their own guys. And so I talked to one of those guys from there yesterday, and we're gonna talk to him about maybe seeing if there's a fit to come over and work with us now. So
awesome, dude.
Yeah, so we're at that point now where that's the next steps for us is, it's popped and it's growing faster than we can really, handle to let it keep going that way. We've got to focus on now just operationally bigger facility, like more dedicated personnel, specific jobs, not having like the multitasking job anymore where somebody does 3 different roles. And it's fun.
Oh.
It's been stressful, but as soon as those bikes came in, man, it was like definitely a relief because we were shut down for like 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, it was just nothing there. Shipping parts out, but it was like, what else? I mean, anything else people could just do from home. So you're gonna make somebody come in and stand in the shop all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yep, shit's good, and
That's all.
growth is good. Sorry.
It's all good. Eat the food.
Chick-fil-A.
Jonathan Mills said, where do the lines blur/cross over in the streets? What classes as cycle/e-bike cross over? So if you're asking, after here in Delaware, I know it's like different in every state, I know that, but after a class 3 e-bike, which is 28, no, actually in Delaware, after 20 miles an hour is considered a moped. 25 and up is considered a motorcycle. So that's what I can tell you, Jonathan.
He said he's in the UK.
Yeah, there's so many classifications. Like, customs considers anything. Like, apparently, if you have it outfitted like a motorcycle, like say you have turn signals on it and mirrors and stuff like that, brake light, they'll consider it a motorcycle. So if you leave stuff off like that, then even if it's 20 miles an hour, if you have all that stuff on it, they'll consider it a motorcycle. But if you leave just basic stuff off like mirrors and turn signals, then 20 miles an hour is where you don't have to have DOT approval.
So they can't go over 15.
So we set ours to be 20 miles an hour. As long as they open the box and they hit the motor and it doesn't do faster than 20 miles an hour and it's not set up like a motorcycle, they'll consider it an e-bike.
Yeah.
And that's just for import purposes. Now, like riding on the street, yeah, it's just local laws vary all over the place. So, but riding on the street, as long as it's 20 miles an hour less, nobody can say anything if you're riding it on the street. Now they can regulate bike paths and bike lanes and stuff like that locally if they want. So.
Whoa, it showed my iPad.
I think that's crazy. In the UK, you only limited to 15 miles per hour. Jesus.
So, I mean, we shipped our first shipments out to our distributor in Japan. And man, what we had to do there was just crazy. It was like it can't do more than 14 miles an hour. I think it is. Is that right? 14 miles an hour, and but the power too can't be more than double the power, twice as much power as you're providing. So we had to use a special sensor called a torque sensor that measures how much actual power you're applying, and then we had to program the controller with an algorithm that looks at how much torque you're applying, and the motor can only supplement it on a 2-to-1 ratio. And then it's got to start dropping off once it gets to 6 miles per hour. It's got to start dropping off like a straight line curve till it gets to 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like there is basically no power behind, especially with our bike with the fat tire on it,
Right.
26-inch fat tire. Like they're like, are you sure there's enough power? I'm like, yeah, because they're the distributor for Super 73 in Japan, and we were the second brand that they picked up.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Super 73 distributor for Japan, Super 73 Japan or whatever. They're a Wicked Thumb distributor for Japan now. But yeah, they were like, the Supers it feels a lot different. I'm like, yeah, because it's a 20-inch wheel. It's a lot easier. If you got to limit the torque to 2-to-1, like we ship our bikes in the US 3-to-1.
I'd be like, I don't even want to ride e-bikes if you're limiting us. Like,
it's kind of, but we're 3-to-1 is the ratio on ours.
Okay. I have one thing we can talk about that Dee saw in the newspaper today. I don't know if you guys have been noticing more deadly bike crashes or cyclists getting hit by cars or crashing into each other. Can Delaware make cycling less deadly? So what they're saying here in this article is they're going to be adding more bike lanes and more bike paths everywhere. And I'm wondering if that's going around like in every state, if that's something that's happening.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I live in a town called Flower Mounds in Texas, and I mean, it's been around for a while, but we had a lot of open land that we were always very conservationist. We didn't want to overdevelop and wanted to keep it to be more agricultural.
Yeah.
Equestrian land but now it's just being developed like crazy. But part of the thing that's cool about that is now every time a developer comes in and develops anything, they make them put bike path along the road, and they make them, and if they can't do that, they make them pay to put, if there's not enough room, they make them put bike lane in the road.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. So we're getting a lot of that stuff now, but
That's good.
a lot of the bigger cities are trying to do stuff, but it's hard, man. It's hard to, you got to get a government that wants to do that.
Right.
So we're in a very conservative state, and a lot of them don't want to spend the money on that stuff.
Yeah.
So the more liberal states typically will do that.
I love Delaware, man. We got the best trails in the country, I think, right now.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get up there when you ride, and
Yes.
I don't know. I'll have to see.
Just checking the comments. Turner said the rail trail is great. Oh, it just lost it. The rail trail is great. I think they're building them up everywhere. Yeah, we have a rail trail right behind us. It's like an old school train tracks. Built a bike trail on. It's awesome.
Somebody wants to see me do what?
They want to see you chug that beer. Like Quentin.
Quint? Like Quint and Jaws?
I wish I could hit this, but I can't deal with it.
So what? I'm not farting. Are you kidding me? You would know if I farted.
Oh, I'm gonna do on Friday. I'm doing a freaking beach ride on the Grizzly. We're gonna do a range test on the beach, so that's a fun one. Hopefully, I can get up early enough because Marv and Kev are gonna be there, and I usually get up like at 9:30, 9 a.m. I need to get up like at 5, maybe 4:30 in the morning to get to the beach before all the fishermen and all the beachgoers get out there. I'm doing that and then getting that.
Hey, we need a. We need to get a range test on the Wicked for.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see you hit 70 miles on that thing, man.
I think I could do it for sure. It's been at it's still at
PAS 1. Yeah, we're trying to get his bikes out, all our dealer bikes out Friday. So we just, of course, we have a couple of dealers that ordered ape hanger bikes.
Okay.
Which
how long does it
we won't be shipping any more ape hanger bikes to dealers like after whatever orders are in now. So we're just going to do, they'll have to put them on at the dealer.
Oh, really? You're not going to do it at the shop?
Not for dealers, no.
Okay.
Only for direct customers, but that'll be part of, that's part of what service you provide as a dealer. You'll be doing that work, and they can charge. We'll send them a kit. So they'll buy a kit from us that has all the parts, and they'll do the task and the labor there. I think it's just going to expedite things, because now think about it. If somebody goes into the dealer and they have a bike that they want, and they want an ape bike, do they want to wait 8, 10, 12 weeks to get it from us, or do they want to get it from the dealer in 7 days?
Right.
So we just think overall, with the whole strategy and reason that we want to build a dealer network, is to get a better turnaround and a better on-demand experience for our customers. So that's going to be something we're working on. Is going to be for any customizations we do, that the dealers can do it right there. So they buy the parts, stock the parts, and then just do it on the fly.
Awesome. So what kind of new accessories do you guys plan on adding to the Wicked?
Dude, we got a bunch of samples in from a seat factory, from a grip factory, from mirror factories. So we got two or three new mirror styles. And then we've got it's like a zoo around here, man. We've got two or three new mirror styles. Really badass, high quality, high end, man.
Awesome.
Like the quality you would expect on a $30,000 motorcycle.
Nice, dude.
So we're definitely want to push the direction to be higher end.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bunch of seats in from seat manufacturer we're working with. And I mean they're really sick. So it'll be wicked. We do the Brooks seats a lot now, but we're gonna probably go away from the Brooks seats next year and then have our own, like similar style.
Awesome, dude.
That are wicked, labeled. And then grips too. So
sick. I can't
playing with that stuff. We got that 2-up seat we're working on. So that 2 people can ride on the bike. You can have a passenger.
How's that work?
I don't want to spill the details, man. Just think old school choppers.
Okay.
Sissy bars and
that's awesome.
Where you can
I'm throwing you on the back of the
put your little 100-pound lady on the back. And the limit on the bike's still going to be the same, but so if you're like 300-pound capacity, if you're my size, you're forced to have a girlfriend who weighs 100 pounds on the back.
You think Dee can fit on the new chair that? Oh yeah, she's 100 pounds. Yeah,
she's like 95 pounds.
Soaking wet. Yeah. Malikon said he canceled his order for a Revy Cheetah and ordered a Wicked Thumb because Ron answered my email like 25 minutes later after I asked the questions. That customer service is on point and made me want to order from him instead. That's awesome, dude.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
I love hearing that.
But I actually had a guy the other night. He had ordered a bike. I can't remember how long ago, but he had been waiting maybe, I don't know. He's probably been waiting 5 weeks. End of April, he ordered it or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's apparently the only person in the world who doesn't know that we're behind and we're waiting on stuff because he started like kind of saying, you remember before we had somebody like threatening or making stupid comments. If you don't do this, I'm going to do this. Well, he kind of did the same thing. Kind of said, if you don't, where's my bike and all this stuff, you guys are frauds. And he started, I don't get my bike immediately, I'm going to start putting negative stuff on social media. And I explained to him what was going on. I sent him the link. I was like, everybody knows what's going on. Like we're not like hiding anything or
right.
Apparently you just missed it. Sorry, And yeah, he started posting stuff on Facebook and all this other stuff that we were scam artists and all this other stuff. And I fucking emailed him and I was like, dude, the bikes just came in this Wednesday. This was this weekend. I was like, and your bike was going to be going out in the next 2 weeks and you just earned a refund. Like, nobody's gonna do this crap. Like I just decided that you're not riding one of our bikes. He was telling me my customer service sucked and how could we be in business? And if we didn't have any bikes, why didn't I have the time to sit there and like call him and let him know where his bike was?
Oh my God.
And I was like, man, I already sent you an email explaining it. It was like a nice email. And then you still turned around and start telling people that we're scam artists.
I mean, just watch every Wicked Wednesday. You'll see like everything that's going on.
Google search, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're not hiding anything. Like I told, it says right on our website, like the day he ordered it, if we would have looked at the shipping policy and time frames, everyone knows it's been out there. There's nothing that says like your bike's going to ship in a week and whatever. So I understand that. But he was the only person out of anyone who took that approach. Everybody else has been like cool as shit.
Yeah.
We don't. I think we go above and beyond to provide, great customer service and transparency and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, I mean, I'm not going to sit around and lick somebody's ass.
Right. I totally agree. Oh,
If you want that, go to somebody else, man. Go buy it from someone else. You're not getting that from me. I'll do what I can to help you, but I'm not kissing your ass.
And we got.
I'd rather give you a refund.
That there are fake accounts or fake, was it a Facebook account saying that they're Wicked Thumb and they're trying to sell Wicked Thumb e-bikes? I just had somebody message me saying that they gave this company $150 and they were asking me if it was real, and I was like, no, that's a scam. So just so you guys know, if you guys see a Wicked Thumb online for $150, that's not it, dude.
Yeah, man, they keep changing the site.
Oh, really?
They keep changing the URLs. Yeah, every day people are sending me it's a new one, and we've reported it to Facebook, and because they're not, it's kind of fucked up. But our trademark is on Wicked Thumb, so our intellectual property is Wicked Thumb, and they're not calling it Wicked Thumb. They're just saying McQueen 750 Destroyer. We don't have a trademark on McQueen. As a matter of fact, because of all these scams, once they started running, that was like we did talk to an attorney to see what we could do about it.
Right.
That was one of his suggestions, was to go ahead, and he's like, how committed are you to using that name, McQueen? And I was like, well, we're not super committed to it. I mean, so he recommended we consider changing everything so that it would be a clear distinction that if they're calling it McQueen 750, when people come to our website, it's not called McQueen 750, right?
They'll just keep changing it.
But yeah, they blatantly copied our website and Facebook. They're not copying the website on Facebook. Facebook basically said, as long as they're not selling it on Facebook store,
right?
There's really nothing they can do about it.
Oh,
so unless they were using our intellectual property, and they did say that anything that we post on Facebook, pictures and stuff, if it doesn't have our trademark on it, that they're allowed to use it. You can use other people's pictures. There's nothing against that.
That's crazy.
If it's been posted, yeah, because anything you post on Facebook, I guess in their rights, you've given the rights to Facebook.
So they own it, yeah. They can just use it if they want.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
So I mean, it's fucked up. That's the way Facebook is, and we get most of our business at this point comes from Facebook. It's crazy. But yeah, it's really sad. We get all these. We're not really getting. We changed our answering message on our phone system,
right?
So that it says it when you call. So hey, if you're calling about $109 bike, anything that you are not buying on wickedthumb.com is a scam. We do not allow anyone else to sell our bikes online. Even our dealers cannot sell our bikes online. So they can only sell them in the store. They can advertise, but they can only sell it in the store. They can't build a website and sell it on a website.
Jonathan wants to know, Ron, can you micro watermark your images, then use them as proof that they use them? I guess could you do that?
I mean, but according to Facebook, as soon as we post it on Facebook, Facebook's allowed to use it, or Facebook owns the rights to it.
Ah.
It's become public.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we tell people to report it, but nobody. I mean, hundreds of people have reported it's a scam, and they still won't take it down. I read all kinds of, during COVID, like online scams, like just went crazy. So it's really sad. I feel bad that people are getting suckered out of $100, but at the same time, I'm like,
It doesn't look like it's $100.
Yeah.
I mean, I really feel bad that I don't want to insult anybody, but I mean, it's very gullible to think you're going to get something like that for that price.
If it seems too good to be true,
Yeah.
pretty much too good to be true.
We were getting we're not getting any phone calls really on it anymore since I changed that too. We were getting like 100 phone calls a week on these scams.
Yeah. Jimmy Elliott said
And 100 phone calls on where's my bike.
Yeah.
It's like insane. Oh my God.
Listen to Facebook.
I'm just so glad that's over for the most part. It's amazing to go in there and work and just crank stuff out. So
Awesome. Any wicked thumb tours coming up anytime soon? You guys hitting up any other states ever?
oh man, I'm just hoping I can do a motorcycle ride here soon.
Yeah.
That'd be good, but yeah, we need to. I mean, we got so much stuff to do now. We need more people. I need somebody just 100% in charge of digital and social media and content.
Right. Because you got to be in
somebody 100% in charge of sales, and I need somebody. I mean, we've got warehouse guys. I need another tech.
If you guys are around Denton, Texas, if you guys are looking for a job and you can do any of that stuff.
You can relocate too, man. I'm not saying I'm going to pay your relocation, but maybe if you're really good, I'll help you out. Or at least you'll get paid pretty well comparatively to a lot of states. So there's no state income tax in Texas, man. It's the hottest place in America right now. Figuratively, and it was like 100 degrees today.
Are you hiring remotely?
No, I can't really hire remote. You know, if we were a lot bigger organization, maybe.
Yeah. What's a QA officer? Mike Warren wants to know. No, do you need a QA officer? What is that? Eddie wants to know what's a QA.
Quality assurance. No, I mean we have a guy who does quality control, but he does a lot more than that. So he gets the bikes ready. I mean, changes tires out and gets all the accessories ready and whatever he needs to do to get the bike ready, and quality controls it at the same time. Builds headlights, all that different stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's one job that does all that stuff. And then we've got the techs do the more elaborate stuff, like putting the handlebars on, which requires the wiring, the brakes. They need to be more of a bike mechanic.
Right.
And they handle that stuff. But they're also expected to help out with the other stuff too when it's slower.
Can you see that question there?
Yeah, I mean, something good to be true. Yeah, that's true. I'm reading some of these comments now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing we do is we go through all the bikes. And I mean, we do it now, and I don't know how far into the future we can do it, but at least when you do it enough, you know, when you're having your product produced by another manufacturer, I mean, that's kind of something that you want to do, I would think. You want to go through and you want to get a feel for, you want to make sure that you're sending good stuff out, especially as a new company, nipping problems in the bud, right? But B, it's just getting a feel for the product, and the more that your people go through it, it's almost like you're making it yourself, you know? So we could build, ultimately we want to build our own bike. So,
right.
But it's not something we wanted to start off with. Like it would have been way too much. We would have never gotten off the ground if we were doing it that way.
Right.
You know,
build up the company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Build it up where you have the capital and the know-how and you've learned the business, and then switch your energy to that, or take that on, if it makes sense. So, but the cool thing is you kind of get an idea for what kind of problems you have, and what stuff you could catch and what stuff you can't catch. And that just ultimately helps you then if you get to the point where you're like, okay, like we're so big now, like, are we comfortable enough to where it's like, okay, we're only finding 1 out of 100 bikes has a problem. Are we is it worth opening every one now?
Right.
And it's probably not. So you've gotten confidence in your manufacturer. And that's really another plus to it.
Right.
We just, that will be the future, to where we can't open every bike. We'll probably just open random ones or ones that get customized, but
Right.
you look cute today.
Is the Wicked Thumb on the gas tank a sticker? Can you put vinyl wrap or paint on the tank covers? Yeah, it is like a sticker button, right? Like you can peel it off if you want to.
Yeah, you can peel it off. It's a decal like you would get on like a BMW, you know, that dome decal.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's an adhesive back. Worst case scenario, it might take some paint off, but
Yeah, but you can wrap it with the vinyl, like you said. I don't know if
totally. Yeah, totally.
that plastic paint it.
The cover,
Yeah.
it's plastic,
Yeah.
ABS plastic.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, if you want to remove the sticker, paint it, or throw some.
Yeah, we had one guy who he bought a red one, and he went and had like his company name. He does electric bike batteries, and he took our bike and he took the tank off, took the decal off, and went and I don't know how he did it, if it was wrapped or what, but he put like his company logo written in like the Indian motorcycle font, like
Oh, that's cool.
on the tank. Yeah, it looks really sharp, man.
That's fun.
So,
Right, Mike.
yeah, so we're looking into, you know, we're paint's another issue for us. Just painters are like, everything right now is strained, right? So now our painters are like 10 to 12, like 16 weeks is what they're telling us to get tanks painted or bikes painted, and
That's insane.
because they're so, you know, like they get $4,000 to paint a Harley, but
Right.
I mean they charge us, you know, less than half of that to paint a bike. So, but it takes almost the same amount of time. So yeah, so we're looking at like options. We might have to like work with a vinyl wrap company
That'd be cool to have some custom.
and start wrapping bikes or tanks
Awesome.
rather than paint them.
Get the customer.
Those guys will be a lot quicker.
They can send you the logo and you print it up and slap it on the bike yourselves and you ship them out.
Yeah, I mean, you did vinyl wrap. Like,
Yep.
I mean, like, how hard would it be to do a vinyl wrap for that tank with like flames?
Easy.
And there you go. Maybe you can work on that.
Seriously.
You can work on that. Like, let's talk about it here soon. But
All right.
yeah, something that we can get that we can just have a bunch of them done. I mean, hell, maybe you can even do it.
Yeah, I'll be down. Haley said, well, it's good to know Wicked Thumb is doing quality control because the rest of the e-bike company are not, except Bolton e-bikes. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's the way we look at ourselves is, I mean, we look at ourselves like being the manufacturer. So we have professionals manufacture it, but we go through and check everything out.
Yep.
Make sure it's good. So cool. What else, brother?
I think that's it. Let me go through the questions. Do you guys have any more questions? We're coming to the end of the Wicked Wednesday. Shreddie, do you ship your merch to the UK? I have Teespring right now, but I'm working on the logo. So maybe just wait until I'm done the logo and I start printing out shirts and stuff. I'll let everybody know when I come out with new merch. But check in the description below if you're interested in my merch after this video is posted, or check out my old videos. And also, if you want to save $100 off Wicked Thumb, use code Shreddie100. The link will be posted down below.
Yeah, dude. We got a bunch of new parts in, so when we get some time here, I might see what we have left after getting everything out. We'll send you some stuff.
Cool. Yeah, and everybody, Terry said he's considering doing something artistic with his tank. Everybody that does something cool like that, a Wicked Thumb, just make sure you tag Wicked Thumb, send them the picture. I'd love to see what you guys do with the bike and see all the custom things coming out of the Wicked Army. Cool.
Oh yeah, Terry's bike's ready. We got your bike ready, Terry.
Oh, hell yeah. Terry's stoked.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Friday. I think he said he's coming to get it Friday.
So guys, I don't see any more questions. Thank you guys for joining another episode of Wicked Wednesday. I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks. If you guys have any questions or you guys want us to talk about anything next Wicked Thumb, leave them in the comments down below. I'll check them out. Or if you guys have any questions, we'll answer them for you. And yeah, Ron, that was awesome. That was a fun Wicked Wednesday, brother.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
we'll see you guys on the next one. Where do I end it? Later, guys.